your girl T, and I've gotten so many requests. I don't even know who to shout out for this video. Basically, it's about the whole Adria Richards situation. I try to stay away from it, but it's like all the guys on my Facebook page keep emailing me, keep leaving Facebook comments saying, you need to make a video on the whole Adria Richards situation. The whole situation just kind of frustrated me. It was just a bunch of nonsense. It was a big debacle, and I'm not a big fan of Adria Richards and how she went about it. Nor am I a big fan of feminism. And people know that, and I've talked about that on Facebook. So if you're like a big feminist supporter, you're probably not going to like this video. Feel free to exit stage left. Okay, so with that being said, Adria Richards is a black woman, and she is in the technology world, as am I. And basically, she overheard a conversation with these two white dudes, and they were talking about their forks and dongles and how big their forks and dongles were. So you guys who are not technical, probably like, what is a dongle? What's a fork? Well, this is a dongle. It's a piece of equipment. You see this? This is a dongle. This is what offended her. I got a big dongle, a very big dongle. So yes, this is a dongle. The man joked about having a big dongle. She got offended. She took their picture and blasted them on the internet. She posted it on Twitter and basically, you know, told the world about this joke that they were making, and one of the men ended up fired. So when that happened, the internet, the technology world was awry. People at my job were talking about it. My little nerdy friends were talking about it. So a lot of people were really upset. A lot of people were really upset. Anonymous got involved. They threatened Adria's company and basically said if she got this man fired, she needs to be fired as well, because she's also made lewd jokes on Twitter, you know, talking about people's penis sizes. So to me, this whole situation is unfortunate, and I hate the fact that it ended up turning into a feminist issue and into a black issue. Adria is a self-proclaimed feminist, and that's cool. In my personal opinion, I don't feel like feminism ever really benefited the black community. If you guys ever listen to Sherazad Ali, she talks about feminism and she breaks it down. I'm no Miss Ali, but I really agree with her that the fight of feminism was more for white women. It really didn't have anything to do with black women in the black community. And really, feminism did help to kind of destroy the black family. And I really do agree with that. That's just my opinion. I think Sherazad Ali said it best, and I will post a link in this video where you guys can watch her break down why she does not agree with feminism. I'm not going to do that in this video. Okay, so these are my thoughts on Adria. I feel like Adria, to me, is a hypocrite. You can't get offended by somebody joking, an inside joke. They weren't saying it to her. You overheard a conversation. So you had no business overhearing somebody's conversation, taking a picture of them without their permission, and then posting it and blasting it to the world. So, and then in her timeline, like I said, she's made a lot of penis jokes and things like that, and she's clowned other people. I think as people of color, and especially as women, sometimes we have to pick our battles. You know, right now the economy's hard. I don't think anybody should be fired for something as stupid as telling a joke that they were telling to their friend that somebody just happened to overhear. I also don't think, I think that what she did was a lot more detrimental than what they did. And also makes, women look bad in the IT field. Like I told y'all before, I do IT. I work on hardware, software. I run scripts. I do a lot of stuff with my company. And it's hard. There's not a lot of women in our field. Hard field, and you don't have enough black women, especially in that field. And I just think like she made women look bad, and she made black women especially look bad. Like she just took it way over the top, and it wasn't that serious. She ended up getting fired behind this. I think that her situation should be a cautionary tale to everyone. I don't agree with her being threatened. I don't agree with people talking about raping her. I think the internet also took it far, but Adria had to expect backlash. When you do something like that, and you're technical, you know how the internet works. You know how Anonymous works. You know how these trolls work. They're going to troll you to death. They're going to make threats towards you. They're going to put you on blast. They're going to dig through all your information. And I think she should have been a lot smarter. Every fight is not worth fighting. So in my personal opinion, I believe that Adria Richards was the sole contributor to her demise and her getting fired from her job. This was not a battle that was even worth fighting for, and it just made her at the end of the day look stupid. Now it's going to make people question, do they really want to work with women in the IT field? Do they really want women of color, working in the IT field? Is this something they have to deal with? Because now every technical guy is going to think back to the Adria Richards case, and I hate that, because now if I had to work on a project with a guy, I don't want him thinking like he has to be one way around me and he can't be real, be himself and joke and laugh and clown, because I might post a picture of him on the internet and blast him to all my subscribers and my followers. You know, I just felt like she should have been a little bit more tasteful, because a lot of young girls did look up to her because she is in the technology field. She's a pretty girl and she's smart and whatever else. So I think because she had that fan base, she should have chose a way better battle than what she chose. So in my opinion, Adria Richards messed up by 1, taking their picture, 2, blasting it to the internet, and then 3, getting the man fired. And then when karma in return kicked her in the ass, now she wants to cry feminism and now she wants to cry racism. I don't like that. I don't like people who throw rocks and then hide their hands. You know, me being a black woman, and especially, you know, doing what I do for a living, I feel like sometimes you just have to brush off certain things. I'm not saying it's right for somebody to come at you in a racist way. I'm not saying it's right for somebody to come at you with sexism. But I think the best way to, you know what I'm saying, to prove to people that they're wrong in their ideas and their thoughts is proving them wrong by achieving and accomplishing your goals. It's proving them wrong and being the best that you can be. I love when people call me at work and they feel like, you know, damn, I got this black girl on the phone. She's not going to be able to solve my issue just because she's a female and the fact that she's black. And once I remote into their computer and I resolve whatever issue they're going through, or I get whatever technical issue that they may have in their office resolved, and then to hear like that satisfaction and how happy and how grateful they are, that makes me proud that I'm helping to break a stereotype. Or a sexism stereotype, you know, because a lot of people feel like, you know, if they get a woman on the phone, the woman's not going to be able to handle it, especially a woman of color. So I think she should have looked at it like that, you know, doing the best that she can do in her field, as opposed to taking a joke and getting so offended by it. So anyways, that's my thoughts on the whole Adria situation. That's my thoughts on feminism. I'm not a big proponent of feminism. The Adria situation was just a joke to me, and like I said, she bought that on herself. I don't agree with people threatening her and all the stuff that, you know, came with it, but that's the internet. That's people trolling. That's what people do. You can't bring the internet into something and then expect for people to agree with your position. Everyone's going to have their own opinion on that particular situation, and they did. So she ended up losing her job, that man lost his job, and I think that it was a loss for both of these companies, because like the whole situation was very unnecessary, and it just, you know, kind of shook the IT world, and the whole sexism and racism, that just kind of bothered me, you know, as far as that whole situation is concerned. So anyways, I want you guys to leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the whole Adria situation and feminism in general. Do you feel like, you know, they were wrong to fire her? Do you feel like the internet was wrong to threaten her? And how do you feel about her and what she did to those guys? Do you feel like, you know, it was right for her to get fired because those guys got fired? Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. All right. Deuces.